YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another video from Fantasy Good Sports. And guys, actually, this is a live, and I'm doing waiver wires on a Monday. Yes, guys, so I got to get to the waiver wires because I got to let y'all guys to know so y'all can be first in that pool to get the guys that you need. So I'm not playing around, guys. So today I'm gonna talk about waiver wires. And if you got any other questions about anything, guys, as far as what happened yesterday, what's going to happen going forward, I got you. So I'm going to start with the quarterbacks. Guys that you should be picking up, and I'm going to try to give you five, but it ain't five guys that's on my waiver wire that you might actually pick up on your team. So I'm going to try to give you five guys, but it won't be five guys in every position because I'm going to go over quarterbacks, tight ends, running backs, wide receivers, and I'm going to talk a little bit about DST. So starting with quarterback, guys. And as you come in, guys, just, in the chat, just ask any questions, and I will pause, and I will get to your question. So let me go to the chat first. My homie here. What's going on, Mr. Anderson? Hey, I'm doing this waiver wire, bro. Glad to see you here, man. I'm going to give you some waiver wire pickups and stuff for the day. Appreciate you tuning in to the live. What's going on, CH? CH says, how do you feel about Will Fuller coming back? Someone in my league dropped him, and I was going to drop Tyrell Williams for the Lions for him. Yes. After what Tyrell did, I'm not saying that Tyrell ain't going to be fantasy relevant, but I'm picking up Will Fuller this year. Next week. I got Jalen Waddle. And I like Will Fuller. Those are the two guys that I like on this offense, not Devontae Parker. I think Gesicki is okay, but I want the upside. So I'm going Will Fuller and Jalen Waddle. So if you want to pick up Will Fuller and drop Tyrell Williams, I think that's a great move because Will Fuller upside is way more than Tyrell. Tyrell don't even have a safe floor. Will Fuller can give you 3 points. So I would rather just play Will Fuller. So yes, bro, go get Will Fuller. I think that's a great move. But so I'm gonna go ahead, the quarterbacks, guys. The first quarterback that and these guys are no particular order, just five guys. The first guy that you can pick up and stream them if you need them next week or coming in this week, this Sunday, is Jimmy Garoppolo. Yes, Jimmy Garoppolo. And the reason, guys, that you should be picking up Jimmy Garoppolo if you need a quarterback to stream this coming up week is because he's healthy. As long as he's healthy, Trey Lance might come in and do a little bit here and a little bit there, but Jimmy's going to be the main quarterback. And with this offense being so dynamic with Ayuk, Deebo Samuels, George Kittle, Elijah Mitchell, Trey Sermon, and a couple other guys, this offense is a high value offense, guys. So whoever's playing quarterback is going to have good points. They're going to be streamable or startable. So I like Jimmy if you need a quarterback. If you got Trey Lance, you need to get Jimmy Garoppolo. You should have Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo. They should be two together. You shouldn't have them separated. So go pick up Jimmy if you need him because I think he'll be a good streamable quarterback all year long, guys, especially when he's playing weaker opponents. So, yes, I like picking up Jimmy. Let me go to the chat. Chat says, let me see. Rhonda, what's going on, Rhonda? Glad to see you here. Hey, I love females that play fantasy football. I'm glad that you're here. Please subscribe to the channel. Cutting edge content. We're a great family here. Thank you, Rhonda, for tuning in. But Rhonda says, are we panicking on Ayuk or should we chill out? Chill out. So I'm going to give y'all some things that I heard about Ayuk. The first thing that I heard about Ayuk was that he had a hamstring injury and he didn't practice that much. So Sherfield, by him practicing, it was just more accommodated with the plays and everything that Kyle Shanahan wanted to implement. But through the grapevine, through Twitter, through other handles, I heard that Ayuk and Trey Sermon missed curfew. And Kyle Shanahan didn't want to throw him under the bus. So he said that he just wasn't starting for whatever particular reason. So that's what I heard. But I'm not panicking on no Ayuk. Ayuk is too talented. So I'm going to keep him at least 2 more to 3 more weeks. 2 to 3. Depends on what your lineup or what your team looks like. But at least 2 to 3 more weeks. So I wouldn't worry about Ayuk. He would have to dub me out for 3 weeks in a row because this guy's on a prime offense. So great question, Rhonda. Appreciate you here. Make sure you subscribe. Also, guys, I'm going to put my OnlyFans in there too. The way, guys, you want to tune into my OnlyFans and guys, I offer also DFS. I got a DFS lineup to show y'all too. I hit big on a DFS lineup. So if you want me to help you out with DFS lineups, go to my OnlyFans. There you go, guys. I put it in the chat. So let me go with Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson says, what you think about this trade? James Robinson and Kittle for CEH, Jamar Chase, and Tunyon. Let me see. James Robinson, great trade bait. Kittle, if you got another backup tight end that you like, well, I see you're going to get Tunyon, but whoo. Bro, I wouldn't do it. I would try to trade James Robinson maybe for one of those guys, but I don't know about Kittle. And then you got to rely on Jamar Chase and Tunyon. CEH is a running back. I get it. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. That's all I can tell you, man. CEH, he's straight. Excuse me. Jamar Chase, he's good. He had a great game his first week. He didn't drop any passes. Well, at least not the big play. He didn't. And Tunyon, he's good. He got a good quarterback with Aaron Rodgers, right? But you got Kittle, man. That's a top 3 tight end. That's rough to give up a top 3 tight end because the tight ends didn't look good this week. So I wouldn't do it. But if you want to, man, I don't think it's killer. I don't think it's gonna kill your team. I think CEH, Jamar Chase, can give you value later down the road as fantasy pickup like weeks 8, 9, and 10. But just for now to win games, I don't know. So, like I said, bro, I wouldn't do it. But that's a great question, Mr. Anderson. Great question. Rhonda B says, should I risk my number one waiver position on Elijah Mitchell? Another great question. It depends on what you look like at your running backs, Rhonda. If Elijah will be your RB1, then you do it. But if he's your RB3, don't do it. So if you already got a guy there and you got another guy that you can play that's kind of the same player as Elijah was before this first week, then I wouldn't do it. But if you pick up Elijah Mitchell and he automatically goes to your RB1, then you do it because you need at least a RB1. But I get it because it's going to be some more injuries and you might need that waiver wire priority. So it just depends because some people teams are different. So if you need that running back this week to win, then you do it. Like if he's your best running back this week, then you do it. Great question, Rhonda. Guys, this is my OnlyFans. Guys, you go to my OnlyFans, ask me any kind of questions. I offer all kinds of content. I got a draft guide. And everything is a lot of stuff is half off if you are OnlyFans member. I offer consultations and all, guys. So this is my OnlyFans if you want to support me, guys. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, guys, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate everybody tuning in. The second take extra. What's going on, bro? Glad to see you. Glad to see you here. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Appreciate you being here. But he says Mitchell or Sermon. Right now, if I got it, because I think you have to find out. I'm not saying the Sermon ain't gonna get no work because I heard that Sermon got in trouble by staying out a little bit too late. So if I have Sermon on my team, I'm waiting. I'm not picking up no Mitchell right now. But if I need to win, like if Mitchell's going to be my best running back, or I need a RB1 or even an RB2 to win, then maybe I go ahead and go get Mitchell over Sermon. But I still don't think Mitchell's going to play for the rest of the year out over Sermon. I just don't believe that yet. That could happen. I don't believe it yet. So sometimes you got to sit pat. So I don't know your scenario. I don't know if you are trying to get Mitchell or Sermon, or if you already got Sermon and you trying to see if you should get Mitchell. Either way, I think you should wait it out. So, but that's a great question though. But like I said, if you need a W, you go get Mitchell because I do believe Mitchell is going to get some work next week too. How much, I don't know, but I get it. I'm not going to tell you to sit and wait and then they'll never play Sermon. So it just depends on how desperate you are for a running back. Great question. The second take. The second take extra says, can J-Rob be a top 20, 25 running back? I don't think so. Not the way it looked first week. I got to say no, guys. J-Rob can't be a top 20 or 25 running back. Not in this offense. Not if he's trying to make Trevor Lawrence be a star, and I believe that's what he's trying to do. Trey, what's good? He said, "What's good, TD? Trade Diggs for Zeke? No, don't trade Diggs for Zeke. I wouldn't do it." Trey said, "I only got Davis, Javonte, and Hunt. I think that's good enough. I think Davis and Hunt is good enough, man. Before I trade my bell cow receiver, let me know how many receivers. Now, if Diggs your third receiver, then yeah, you do it. But I'm not doing it if Diggs is my first or even second receiver, because you're gonna need that in a PPR league. Now, if it's not PPR, maybe not. Okay, so the second take extra says I got Rojo, Carter, J-Rob, and Jones, and J-Rob as my RB. So should I get Mitchell? Yeah, you got to get Mitchell. You got to get Mitchell, bro. That's a great. I'm glad now you should go get Mitchell, because Rojo, he fumbled. He might pick up later, so I would stash him, but he probably won't be that much of a next week. Carter, it's gonna take time. J-Rob, it was very ugly. I'm not gonna tell anybody to do anything with that other than to sit back and wait if you got room on your bench. And Aaron Jones, I've never been a big Aaron Jones fan. I've never been a big Aaron Jones. I'm sorry about that, but I'm just not a big Aaron Jones fan. He's a good player, but I don't think he's like no CMC or no Alvin Kamara. I just don't see that. I think he's a good player, but not CMC or Alvin. So yeah, man, go get Mitchell. So guys, I'm gonna read out. I'm gonna finish off with my with Jimmy Garoppolo. That's the guy that I was telling you that you should go pick up if you need a quarterback. The next guy is Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold. So listen, guys, if you need a quarterback to stream or a guy to pick up, or you just think that one of these quarterbacks is going to be better, this is okay. Because Sam Darnold has a lot of weapons and he has a great offensive coach. Yes, he has a great offensive coach. So, guys, he's going to be in plenty of opportunity to throw the ball around and get you over 20 points. So his floor might be one of the best flows. I really mean that. Sam Darnold has a lot of targets, great weapons, great coach. So, if you need to pick up a quarterback, pick up Sam Darnold. To get on, guys, okay, Taylor Heinicke. We know that Ryan Fitzpatrick went down. So if you had Ryan Fitzpatrick, you need to go get Heinicke. If you need a quarterback and you just got weak quarterbacks, you can go get Heinicke. I mean, he don't have a high ceiling, but the guy, it will be starting next week. So if you need a quarterback and you need somebody just to take a place, just to start, to give you a start, those type of opportunities, then Taylor Heinicke is one. So let me go to the chat. Mr. Anderson says that's exactly what they're trying to do with Jerry Robinson, plus Hyde, still getting touches. Yes, I agree. So let me see. Next one. Mr. Anderson said, I don't like Robinson. Nope. I don't want no part of that. I don't want no part of that. What's going on there? Robinson is a good player, but I don't want no part of it. Trey says, okay, I got Adams and McLaurin as my other great receivers, along with Corey Davis and AB and Marvin Jones. Okay. And you want to trade Diggs for Zeke. Man, I think you can do better. I really do, bro. I just can't. I can't be responsible. I can't live with myself telling you to trade Diggs for Zeke and Zeke end up not being there. Now, listen, I think Zeke is going to be solid. He's going to be a top 12 RB this year. So if you want to do that trade, like I say, guys, I don't tell you what to do. It's your team. You know your team better than I do. I don't care how much of fantasy I know, how many championships I win. You know your team better because you know what you want to do. That's the most important thing, how you want to play fantasy. So if you want that bell cow Zeke with that Dallas Cowboy team, which is fine, and Lionel Collins is going to be out. They talking about him getting suspended, but that still doesn't mean that Zeke won't get any good work. If you want Zeke over Diggs, I don't think it's a terrible trade. I just can't tell you to get rid of something that you already got in your hands that value, like a Diggs, to go get Zeke. That's the only reason why I'm saying it. But I think it could be a good trade. So if you want to do it, bro, I think it's okay. I wouldn't do it. That's the only thing I can tell you. I wouldn't do it. So, yeah. But you got a solid team, bro. You're going to be straight. Also, I have Javonte Williams. Okay, let me see what the second take was saying. Mitchell or Sermon. Okay. You still gonna have to have a running back because they still rotating. So, like I said, man, if you got to get one of those guys, yes, I'm going to get Mitchell as in right now. But I just don't think they're gonna fade Sermon out. It's just hard. They drafted him kind of early. So, but if you need a running back, yeah, I'll go get Mitchell. The second take extra says, should I trade Melvin Gordon, Hunter Henry, and AB for Adams? I got Diggs, Cooper as my wide receivers 1 and 2. No. You can trade Melvin Gordon. Don't get rid of AB. AB is a championship winning player. For Adams, I got Diggs, Cooper. Yeah, you know what, bro? Go ahead and do. If you want to do that, you can. I would trade Gordon, Hunter Henry, and AB for Adams to go along with Diggs, Cooper. Yes, I said go ahead and do that. I love AB, but I'm not gonna be disingenuous to Devontae Adams. And Loans, Aaron Rodgers is gonna be healthy. They're gonna be okay. So yeah, bro, I go ahead and make that trade if that's what you want to do, bro. That's a solid trade. You getting a killer number 1. So I'm okay with that. To have Adams and Diggs and Cooper, I like that. I like that. Joe Knows said, "What's up, TD? What's going on, Joe Knows?" He's a faithful supporter, guys. Joe Knows, that's my homie. Trey says, "Yeah, I can probably do better RB." Okay, yeah, you could. But if you want to go after Zeke, it's fine. Trey also says, how you feeling about Brian Elwes and Henry Ruggs? Who you like better? As in right now, Henry Ruggs, because they traded for him. And you know Gruden likes to play action and go deep. So I think that fits Henry Ruggs a little bit more for the deep ball. And I'm always a guy I like high ceiling guys because that's how you win fantasy weeks. Guys that go boom, give you 40 points, 50 points. Guys that do that. So, all right, guys. So I talked about Jimmy Garoppolo as a streamer. I talked about Sam Darnold as a streamer. I talked about Taylor Heineke as a streamer. And my next quarterback that you can stream or pick up if you need one is Jared Goff. Yes, I said it. Jared Goff. Yeah, Jared Goff. Listen, guys, Detroit has really good coaches. I don't care what anybody say. I love the coaches on this team. Detroit ain't going to lay down this year. They're young and they got good coaches. Jared Goff, all he got to do is just don't be crazy. Don't do stupid turnovers. He had a stupid turnover. He had a pick 6. They don't have a pick 6, they might win the game. So Jared Goff, with all these opportunities, I think he's okay to stream. So if you need to stream a week with a quarterback or you don't like your quarterback that you have in certain matchups, I don't mind you going with Jared Goff. Now, he's not no everyday starter or anything like that, but I think he's okay to stream. So Jared Goff. So the guy that I like, guys, out of this whole group, now I like all these guys, but the number one guy I like, and I think he could be like a league decision player, not a league winning, but a league decision where he can put you ahead of the 8 ball. And that's Tyrod Taylor. Yes, I said it, guys. Tyrod Taylor. And the reason you should be picking up Tyrod Taylor because this whole Houston team back is against the wall. And when you put any human or any mammal back against the wall, guys, they're going to play. They're going to do the best that they can. If it's fighting, if it's playing football, if it's just life in general, they're going to do really good. So Tyrod Taylor is out to prove he's on a mission. So I think he will probably be out of this list, probably the best streaming quarterback. Or if you want him for a starter, I think he's okay. He could outplay Big Ben. I said what I said. As in the whole year, he could outplay Big Ben. I don't believe so, but it looks like it's possible now. So Tyrod Taylor, those are my 5 quarterbacks. Jimmy Garoppolo, Sam Darnold, Taylor Heineke, Jared Goff, or Tyrod Taylor. Those guys, I like those guys. So let's go into the chat. Let me see. The second take says, who's your top RB to get off waivers this week? So I'm going to go ahead and go there. My top guy is Jamal Williams. Now listen, if Jamal Williams not on your waiver wire, because he is in some leagues, but if he's not in your waivers, then I would say Elijah Mitchell. Yes, Elijah Mitchell is the number 1 waiver wire to get off this week. Now, so I only got 3 guys because I didn't have anybody else for anybody else to get, guys. The rest of the guys, they scored low. It wasn't nothing to talk about. But a deep sleeper guy that you can pick up and just kind of a stash or maybe play in the flex, just depending on what you need, is Cordell Patterson. Yes, Cordell Patterson. Now listen, I know that he had a good game script and he looked really good. I'm not gonna say he looked better than Mike Davis, but he looked good. But Cordell Patterson is going to get work in his offense as anything happened to Mike Davis. I don't know why they didn't play Wayne Gallman. Maybe he plays next week because he's more acclimated with the offense. But Cordell Patterson out there was getting work, and you know what he can do in the passing game. The boy runs hard. So those are three guys that I like for us running back. The number one guy is Elijah Mitchell all day long. Well, I would say my number one guy is Jamal Williams, but if he's not out there, then the next guy that everybody should have on their waiver wires is Elijah Mitchell. And then third is Cordell Patterson. Yes. So, guys, those are the three running backs that I think you should be targeting if you need a running back off the waivers. And I can go deeper, guys. Just let me know. Hit me up on either on a YouTube video or hit me up on OnlyFans, and I can give you some other guys. But they are deepers. They deep sleepers. They not guys that are as good as these guys. Guys, they long shot guys, mostly injured guys is that if somebody get injured, they will play. Okay. So let me go to the chat. Second Take Extra says, will Aaron Jones, Pitt, Allen Robb get bounce back weeks next week? Next week, I don't know. But Aaron Jones, I don't think he is the running back that everybody think he is this year. So he might not ever hit the ceiling. He might give you a couple of good weeks, but I don't think he finishes where everybody think he's going to finish. But Pitt, Allen Robinson, don't drop them. They bounce back. Even if they don't bounce back next week, don't drop them. You gotta play them. You gotta play Pitts. You gotta play Allen Robinson, man. They starting. They good players. They actually phenomenal players. You gotta play them. Aaron Jones is a good player, but how much game script does he get? Does AJ Dillon start? He outplayed him a little bit, just a little bit. But does AJ Dillon get carries? Does AJ Dillon snipe touchdowns from him? So Aaron Jones, I'm willing to trade him or move on from him. I'm not dropping him, but I'm willing to trade him and move on. But Pitts, Allen Robinson, I'm sticking with those guys. I may be biased. I admit this, guys. I may be biased because I like Pitts. And actually, I like Allen Robinson because he's a bell cow. What you think Allen Robinson is going to do when Justin Fields get in there? Allen Robinson going to boom. So don't drop, guys. I'm telling you. A lot of times in fantasy, people drop and they snipe you. Don't drop players right away. Make sure that player is a dud before you drop them. 9 times out of 10. You can't do it all the time. Sometimes you got to drop a good player. But most of the time, make sure that guy is a dud before you drop him. Joe Knowles says, yeah, I'm not feeling my quarterback Tannehill. I'm not either. I got him too, bro. I got to decide Tyrod or Goff. Bro, I might go tell you Tyrod. Listen, to be honest with you, I would tell you to play Tannehill again. You got to wait on him. Now, if he give you another week like this, then I could tell you if you wanted to move on from Tyrod. But right now, I'm going to tell you this. I wouldn't bench Tannehill next week. I will wait. But if you want to, go ahead and pick you up a quarterback just in case, then I will pick up Tyrod or Goff. So I'm going to tell you to decide on those two guys. But I would not drop Tannehill this week, or I would not bench him this week. But great question, Joe Knows. Great question. The Second Take Extra says, thoughts on Mark Ingram. He's a streamer. Like if you got a guy on the bye or you don't have a running back to play that's going to play, and you in a tight spot, you play Mark Ingram. Other than that, he's not no guy that you go to and you pick up and spin fab on. He's not that or waiver wire priority. But he's going to be a guy that you can stream and play. All these running backs going to get work. From from David Johnson to Mark Ingram to Philip Lindsay. They all going to get work. So I'm not going to tell you that Mark Ingram is some kind of bell cow, but because he's not. But he is a guy that you can stream. Mr. Anderson says, what about this trade? J-Rob and McLaurin or J-Rob and Gordon for CEH and Jamar Chase? I like J-Rob and Gordon for CEH and Jamar Chase. I do like that. I'm not throwing McLaurin in there. McLaurin just a little bit above it, even though he don't have the right quarterback. I'm not doing it. Now, if CH would have showed out and showed you that he's going to get a lot of work, then I was like, yeah, go ahead and include McLaurin in there so you can get CH and Jamar Chase. But I would do J-Rob and Melvin Gordon for CH and Jamar Chase. I think those CH and Jamar Chase are going to have some good weeks, like week 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're going to be juicing. So I like that trade. I like that better than the first one. Okay, so guys, let's go to receivers. And I only got 4 receivers. That's the only guys I didn't want to go any farther because the next guys were just way down on the list. But so wide receivers, the first wide receiver that you should be picking up if you need to stream a wide receiver is Tim Patrick. Yes, I said it, Tim Patrick. And the reason why, guys, I'm telling you to stream Tim Patrick is because Jerry Jeudy got injured and he's out for 6 to 8 weeks. Tim Patrick got a new deal last year. Tim Patrick is like, guys, he's like a hard worker type receiver where people looked over my talent, but I keep booming because you can't cut me. So he's been there. They didn't cut a lot of receivers there on Denver, but Tim Patrick is still there. So with Jerry Jeudy going out, the guy I had to bet on getting targets, the next guy up would be Noah Fant and then Tim Patrick. Noah Fant might get 2 extra targets, but I say Tim Patrick get 4 or 5 extra targets. He can go down the field. He runs decent routes. So I believe they're going to replace because, Sutton has come off surgery. So Tim Patrick, I feel like, can help them out until Jerry Jeudy come back off that injury that he had. Tim Patrick could be a solid starter. And Teddy Bridgewater is a formidable quarterback, so you don't have to worry about him not having catchable targets. I think he will have plenty of catchable targets playing with Teddy Bridgewater. So, yeah, Tim Patrick, guys. My next wide receiver that you should be targeting is Van Jefferson. Yes, guys, Van Jefferson. So, listen, this guy is a third receiver or a flex guy. He's a third receiver on his own team. But you see that he's fast and he can get deep. So, like I said, if you need a wide receiver, you're in a tight spot, you can play Van Jefferson. A lot of upside, but a very, very low floor. So he don't have the best floor on this waiver wire video that I'm doing, but he has a very high ceiling. So the next guy that you should be targeting if you need a wide receiver or stream a wide receiver is Zach Pascal. Now listen, there's no number 1 on this team right now. Michael Pittman's not the number 1. They actually, Naeem Hines is getting a lot of targets. That's a running back. And Jonathan Taylor, they don't have a receiver right now. But a guy that you can pick up while they're going through this, while T.Y. Hilton is out, is Zach Pascal. And the reason why you should pick up Zach Pascal, guys, this guy's a big body. He can play. He's just not a starting receiver on any team, but on some teams, he can be the third receiver or the second receiver. So Zach Pascal can give you a nice floor of 8 points, 7 to 8 points. That's not a lot. PPR, whatever, couple catches, whatever. But Zach Pascal is nice. So guys, the final receiver that you should be targeting, and this is guy I've been talking about him all year, I talked about him last year, is Nelson. Yes, Nelson Aguilar. I said it, guys. I got a little bit nervous. I thought Jacoby Myers was going to be the number 1 guy there because of what was going on, but I knew better. Nelson had always been talented, always been fast. And now that he's with Bill Belichick, his concentration is going to be better with catching balls. He's not going to have as many drops. So like I said, Nelson. Yes, Nelson Aguilar. You pick him up, guys. That's my number 1 receiver. You got to give him off the waiver wire. He is a starter, number 3 receiver or flex guy all year long. I believe that, especially with Matt Jones throwing in the ball. So pick up Nelson Aguilar, guys. So let's get to my tight ends, guys. This is my final position. So the first tight end that you should be picking up is Juwan Johnson from the New Orleans Saints. And guys, the reason why you should be picking up the Juwan Johnson, I'm not saying he's gonna get 8 to 10 targets and that like that. But red zone, he's 6'6", 6'7". He's gonna get targeted in the red zone. So he has a lot of touchdown upside. So if you don't have no tight end or you just want to stream one just because you want to that week, Juwan Johnson is not a bad play. So you can pick up Juwan Johnson and play him. The guy's 6'6". Guys, listen, he only had 3 targets, but he had a touchdown. So I like Juwan Johnson. The next guy that you could be targeting, and this is far out there, guys, is David Njoku from the Cleveland Browns. Yes, David Njoku. Listen, if anything happened to Austin Hooper or anything like that, David Njoku is a great athlete. And you see that when they go throw the ball deep, that Baker Mayfield is looking for David Njoku deep. So David Njoku is going to have some good streamable weeks. Which week? We don't know, right? We don't know. But if you just want to have somebody to stats and see what happens, you can go to David Njoku. And this is the tight end. Tight ends don't look good, guys, but I had to have somebody. Another guy, and this is kind of a little bit of a long shot, is Tyler Kroft. I like Tyler Kroft. And the reason why I like Tyler Kroft is because I believe Zach Wilson will get better, and he needs a friendly tight end. So as he gets better, Tyler Kroft numbers will get better. So, guys, you can pick up Tyler Kroft. So let me go to the chat. I got a few things in the chat. Matt L, what's going on, bro? Matt L said, what's up, guys? What's going on, bro? Glad to see you here. Trying to get this bread. Matt L says, you rising fast now, TD. I told you, I'm coming, bro. I appreciate it. It's all because of y'all, guys. Y'all supported me. Y'all got my videos out in the algorithm by supporting me. So, guys, I never forget that. Matt L, a lot of y'all guys, Mr. Anderson, Joe Knows, Trey, all of you, Uzi. I appreciate it, guys. So, to go to the next. Matt L says, what do you think of Elijah Mitchell and Jalen Reagor? So I like Elijah Mitchell a little bit more because he's a running back, but Jalen Reagor gonna be fine. But I don't think he has no role where he's gonna be fantasy startable as a wide receiver 2 or even 3. So I would say Elijah Mitchell is the guy to get out of those guys. If you just want somebody who's gonna score the most points, it's gonna be Mitchell. But like I told people, Sermon at some point in time will get in the game. Is it this week? Maybe not. Next week, maybe not after that. But I feel like I don't know if Mitchell's just going to be bail cowed out and just play most of the snaps for the rest of the year. I don't know if if that happens. Max says, "What's up, bro? AJ Green scaring me now. All I needed was 10 points. Man, he let me down. I got one more week for him, so I want to talk to y'all about that. I got one more week. If AJ Green, if he don't hit, then I'm moving him out and I'm putting Nelson Aguilar in the starting lineup because I got Nelson. So AJ Green, I'm gonna give him one more week. I think he's gonna be fine because this is a high-scoring offense. So be a little bit patient. Maybe 2, maybe even 3 weeks. I would even say for some people 3 weeks, guys. But after that, you got to move on. And AJ, I just stuck up for him. Maybe he has lost it. Maybe I'm just wrong. I still think he got something in the tank, especially if you're the second receiver. AJ Green. So I say wait on him, bro. Give him another chance. Me personally, I got a team where I can give him a chance up to 3 weeks. I'm not saying I'm gonna start him, but I'm not gonna drop him. So yeah, man. AJ Green, I think we should wait one more week and see what happens. Great question, though, Max. And listen, man, if you're new, subscribe to the channel, man. Great. This is a great family, cutting edge content, bro. Appreciate you being here. Shades, what's going on, Shades? 721. Hey, man, if you're new, man, subscribe to the channel, man. This is a great family, great community, bro. Glad to see you here, cutting edge content. Also, guys, if you looking for get more access to me and get asking me anything that you need, you want my expertise, subscribe to my OnlyFans. It's only $10, guys. Only $10. So, but he says, what's the percentage of fab is good for Mitchell? Okay. So if you got let's say you got $200 of fab. If I need a running back bad, I'm not spending like a bunch of money, but just work with me here. If I need a running back bad and I really want Elijah Mitchell, I'm at least spending $50 to $60 out of 200. So the next guy, I'm gonna make him spend $50 to $60. So I always believe when you do fab, if you got $200 worth of fab, you got 4 big players that you can get all year. Sometimes you might not need 4, but you got 4 players. And what I say, that's 50, 50, 50, 50. You at least can offer 50 and make the other person spend more than 50. So if I need a running back, even if he only give you 6 weeks of those RB numbers, you okay, guys, because fab, it continues. Sometimes you'll be able to get players for free. So I would say if you want them bad, go 60. If you just want them, like I want them, but I don't want them bad, I would just go 50. And if you really don't want them that bad at all, you just want to stack your team, I would say 25 to 30. Because sometimes you got to make people spend that fab. You can't let them get them for $5 or $10 if you do 200 fab. So you use that, what I said. So if you got $100 worth of fab, then I say you got 2 big players to get. Or I would break it down into 20s because maybe y'all don't spend as much. So I would say, $25 a piece each. So you got 4 times to get players. So if you got $100 worth of fab, I would spend 25, maybe 30 on them. It depends on how bad I want them. So I hope I answered your question good, bro. Great question. That's one of the best questions I've seen all day. So great question. How much you fab you should spend on them? Because I know a lot of people do fab. Some people do priorities. But thank you, Shay. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, bro. I appreciate you being here. Matt L says, I swear Rodgers resigned just to sabotage the Packers. No, man. He just got to come out there a little bit more humble. That's all. He just came out there and they got their butts handed to him. That happens sometimes. But I got you, bro. Hey, it looked like it didn't. It looked like he was sabotaging him. Matt L says he's either tanking or him acting like a diva ruined the chemistry. That's exactly what I just said. Yep, that's what I think. The diva. I don't know. I'm not gonna call him a diva, but handling outside affairs might have ran into the team. And they have to bounce back. So, great comment, bro. I agree 100%. Commissioner Breeze, what's going on, bro? That's my homie, guys. Very loyal supporter. This guy, guys, helped me get into the Scott Fish Bowl. 100%. That's my homie. Every video, everything I post on Twitter, he all over it. That don't mean he agree with me on everything, because we real true fantasy players, but he support me, man, and I support him. Guys, so go support my boy. Hey, Commissioner Breeze, put your stuff in the chat. Put your Twitter handle or whatever you got, bro, where they can go watch your content or anything that you do. You can put your stuff in there. So, guys, if anybody put their stuff into the chat and I didn't say they could, you take them out of there, delete them out of there, guys, because I got people who I made moderators, get him out of there. But Commissioner Breeze, I told him he could put his in there. Guys, go follow his stuff. Go follow his Twitter. Great guy, guys. Great content. But what I want to say to you, Commissioner Breeze, man, hey, my players, hey, bro, I got whooped. I got whooped in this league, guys. I got whooped like 40 points. I had 3 players give me duds. My other players did really well, but my other players gave me duds. I had players on the bench that I could have put in, but I just need DK Metcalf and some of these guys to boss up for me. So, yeah, that's my homie Commissioner Breeze. Go follow him, guys. Max. What's going on, Max? He says, bro, I like Mac and looks like he looks for Nelson. Yes, Nelson. He does. So, yeah, bro. And if you want to play Mac, you can pick up Mac. I don't know if he's on your waivers, because in my league is not. But if he's on your waivers, man, you can go pick him up. My homie, my man, Sean Bonds, what's going on, bro? So he showed major support to the channel, guys. He says, what's good, bro? I have Higbee and Ertz. Should I drop Ertz and add Juwan Johnson? How long is Ertz out? Because I like Ertz, bro. Ertz was going to boom if he wouldn't have got hurt. So I like Ertz. But if Ertz going to be out next week, yeah, they're going to pick up Juwan Johnson. Or you can pick up Gerald Everett. Sorry about that, guys. Somebody called my phone. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, I would pick up, if Ertz is hurt, I would pick up Juwan Johnson. Max said I did. Okay. Yep, that's good, bro. You on point. Monty Williams, what's up, bro? Long time no see, man. Glad to see you here, bro. And guys, here's my my handles. If you want to subscribe to my OnlyFans, right here, guys. That's the handle. Matt L says, at first I thought the pack wasn't using Dylan, but then I realized him and Dylan had similar points. So maybe they will see equal carries. Maybe they will, bro. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to hold on to Dylan a little bit because I got a lot of Dylan. So that's one of my guys that went for a dud on me. But I'm good. I won in the Scott Fish Bowl. I hit in the Scott Fish Bowl. I won that one. That's the biggest one, guys. That's going to put me on the map. If I win the Scott Fish Bowl, it's a wrap. Number one channel, number one fantasy analyst. Yep. So Matt L says the whole team tanked yesterday. Yeah, it looked like it, didn't it, bro? It looked like they was tanking. I feel you. Matt L says my biggest mistake was not taking Jameis. I picked Darnold and Dylan instead. That's okay, man. I think you'll be okay. As long as you got a strong team, you'll be okay. I feel you though. I feel you because the way I can say things like that, but I'm not. Because you gotta let all weeks play out. Max says, bro, I got really Mike Evans, Devontae Smith, Cooper Kupp in my wide receiver core. Am I crazy to start Kupp and Devontae Smith and bench Mike? Nope. I trade Mike. I would trade him right now, bro. I would have never picked up Mike, but I would trade him to get you another killer. Maybe you wait for him to have a big game and then you get some good trade bait. Then you got a good trade bait. Then you can go get somebody. Max also says, I'm looking like Mike is a bust this year. Since Gronk is looking like old Gronk, AB is looking great, and Chris Godwin looks like Tom favorite. Yep. But Mike Evans gonna have some boom games too, bro. So I want you, if you okay with him having spotty boom games, then you okay. Because every 2 games he gonna go for 30, bro. Tom Brady gonna look out for him sometimes. I'm telling you, every 2 or 3 games he gonna have 30 points. So, but I don't like that. So I would go ahead and I would let him get 30 points, and then I would trade him. That's what I would do. Okay. AB was my best pick. Yes. One of my best picks too. And guys, this is Commissioner Breeze. This is his Twitter handle. Follow me at Twitter at Matt Breeze. I'm telling you guys, great guy, man. Have really great. I'm in one of his leagues right now. So he's trying to beat up on me, but I'm not gonna let it. Commissioner Breeze. You're not gonna whoop me in this league, bro. Matt L says, I think AB finishes as a top 10 receiver. Yes, sir. Top 12 at least. I agree. Max says he barely touched 1,000 last year, and he was kind of a TD or bust receiver. Yep, that's what he is. But Tom Brady gonna give him some TDs, 2 or 3 TDs type. Like he beat me in the championship week. Mike Evans. The one for Mike Evans, I would have won my championship. I didn't have him on my team. The guy had him, and he went stupid for like 40-some points. Max said, me too, man. Quite good. What's going on, Quite Good? Hey, bro, subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. Glad to see you here. But he says, hey, I'm new to fantasy, okay? But I was wondering if you can help. Yes, I got you, bro. He says, my team is GK Sanchez defenders. Trent, some of those Shaw midfielders, Gray, Sludger. Okay. Let me see. Let me go down to the next one. Ford, Ronald, Sanchez, Trent, Deebo on midfielders. Okay, bro. You got to answer that question because I don't have no idea what you're talking about, bro. I'm sorry about that. So we just put another comment down and let me know what you mean. Second Take Extra says, you got good kickers on the waiver wire? No, I don't, because I don't do kickers in my league. But, bro, I tell you what you do, Second Take. leave me a comment on one of my old videos and say, hey, this is Second Take Extra. I was asking about a kicker. I'm gonna go do some research for you because I don't do kickers, but I'll look out for you on this one. This is why y'all should be a subscriber to my OnlyFans because I do anything like this for you at any time. But he says your Second Take Extra. He says Second Take Extra says you got kickers on the waiver wire. So listen, if you comment on my video, I will come back and give you some kickers that you should be targeting on the waiver wire. But it's kind of my video, so I know where you at. Send you some information back. Coming in on from subs for Calvert. I still don't know what you're talking about, bro. But Duffy isn't coming. I don't know. This might be the wrong stream from you, bro. This is football, fantasy football, Americanized football. Murr, what up, bro? That's I work with him. What's going on, Murr? Yeah, guys, you should have been working all day. Lips ashy. But Matt says him and Jones laugh out loud. I got you. The Second Take Extra says Tony Jones or Michael Carter. Right now, man, if you're looking for somebody who can start a little bit quicker than I might say Michael Carter because he seems like he got an opportunity to start. I don't know if Tony Jones has an opportunity to start unless somebody goes down. Max says, bruh, that perfect. I'm going to trade bait. I know I like a consistent guy. I don't like it either. Okay, so smart. I never thought of that. Yes, that's how it is, bro. Appreciate it. You were on point with the Cardinals D. Appreciate that, bro. Did you play him? Did you play him, Sean? So how did y'all guys do? Did y'all do well? Because I know I gotta go watch my video that I did to make sure that I gave y'all some good stars and sits. Because I'm pretty sure I gave y'all good stars and sits. I know I told everybody to play Alvin. So everybody that hit was a start anyway. So, but yeah, appreciate that, Sean Bonds. The stream games, what's going on, bro? He says, I have Henderson, but I'm worried about his decreasing role as the Sony is incorporating more. Yes. Should I trade him away? I got Josh Jacobs and Jonathan Taylor as my other RBs. It depends on what you can get for him. To me, I would try to go package. I might try to go get somebody like Austin Eckler, somebody that maybe I'll watch Tyson today, the running back for the Ravens. And I trade somebody like that for him. I trade for somebody like that, man, because I don't know who you can get for Henderson. So I want you to upgrade. So I would trade him if I didn't like the decreasing role, which it is decreasing because they're going to kind of split carries. So his ceiling is not going to be that high. So, yeah, man, if you can get a better running back, yes, I would trade him away. He said, what happened with the Niners bitching Sermon? Bruh, so I heard he got in trouble. I heard him and Ayuk came back late and they got benched. I also heard that he got outplayed in the preseason and also in training camp, but who knows? So I'm not saying the Sermon ain't gonna never play for the rest of the year, but I would be more likely to kind of get off a Sermon for right now for the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season and kind of let Elijah Mitchell be who he's gonna be. That's what I believe. I believe Sermon comes back, but it's later. The Second Take Extra says, what do you think I can get by giving up DJ Moore? Wow, that's an open-ended question, man. I'm just gonna think right off the gates. Who can you get by giving up DJ Moore? That's gonna be good for you. I could say you could get 2 players. So you could get like, if somebody had Nelson Aguilar and a Corey Davis, I think you could give up DJ Moore and get a Nelson Aguilar and a Corey Davis, something like that. I'm not telling you to go get those 2 players, but you can give out 2 players just right below him that boomed, that can play, And you can get those guys because DJ Moore holds a lot of value. Can Mitchell be a low-end RB2 because my RBs are weak outside of Montgomery? Yes, Mitchell can be an RB2 because you might have to stream your RB2, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with streaming an RB2 every week or have a guy for a couple of weeks and then move on. It's like dating, right? You date for a little bit, you done what you done, you move on, right? So Matt Galloway, the lone boner, what's going on? There go people calling my phone, man. Damn. I'm sorry, guys, about that. People calling my phone. I should have put it in airplane mode. But what's good, bro? Billionaire mindset. Let's go. Let's go. Matt L said, I have no regrets about picking David Montgomery. He dropped 100 yards on the Rams. No running back did that last year. I told people, ain't nothing wrong with David Montgomery. Kellen Brown, what's going on, bro? Hey, I'm glad to see you here. If you're new, man, make sure you subscribe to the channel, bro. But great community, great family here. But he says, do I sell high on Melvin? Do I sell high on Melvin? Yes. Now, look, you can hold on to him, but you can get something nice, you do it. I don't know who to tell you what you're looking for because I don't know your team. That's something that I can do for you on OnlyFans. But as in right now, do you sell high on Melvin? Yes. If you can get a killer for him, I would do it. Most definitely. Great question. Max says Cardinals D or Saints D? Cardinals D. I've been on, as Sean Bond said earlier in the chat, Max, I've been on the Cardinals D. I love the Cardinals D. The Saints D is good too, but the Cardinals D gonna be special. That's why I talked about it. Nobody else said anything about them. Listen, I did a mock draft and they was far down. It was my last pick. And I told everybody, I said, I'm not picking a defense to my last pick because I'm going to get the Cardinals. And a guy asked the question, I think it was Lindell. And Lindell said, TD, why are you going to get the Arizona Cardinals defense? I said, because they're going to be nice. I knew the players that they had. I know how they've been getting better the last 3 years. Now they ready. They got some studs. They ready to boom this year. So, yes, the Cardinals D. He said, I have a lot of mixed emotions. They stopped Julio and Henry at the same time. But Saints definitely looks unreal, stopping Devontae and Rodgers completely locked down. Yes, they did. So it depends on what you want. I'm taking the Cardinals D, but if you want the Saints, they good too. But I'm taking the Cardinals D because I think that it's going to be a lot of turnovers all year for them. Van the Man, what's good, bro? He said, what's good, TD? Just got a trade offer in PPR. I would be giving away Cooper Kupp, Aaron Jones, and we'll be receiving Allen Robinson and Saquon. Yes, I would do it. Man, I love Cooper Kupp. I wouldn't give away Cooper Kupp, bro. Keep Cooper Kupp and trade Aaron Jones. I know you're not going to be able to probably get Saquon, but I would try to do it. But I wouldn't take Cooper Kupp just to get something. I would put another play. Cooper Kupp is a target monster. If you in PPR, do not get rid of Cooper Kupp. But I get it. I would like to have Saquon for like week 7, 8, 9, 10, right? But I'm not gonna give away Cooper Kupp for it. I would like to get Allen Robinson for when Justin Fields coming in, like week 5, week 4. But I'm not giving away Cooper Kupp for it. So, bro, I'm not giving away Cooper Kupp. But yeah, trade Aaron Jones if you can. You can get good value for him. Wait till he get a boom game, then definitely trade him. Matt L says, at the second take extra, I like Joey Sly. He's a great kicker. Thank you for that, Matt. He said, I like Joey Sly. He's a great kicker, relatively young, and he's finally on a team that will use him constantly because there's a bad offense like Cool and the Falcons. Okay. So he said he liked Joe Sly. Merv, what's going on? He said, ain't too much to it. I see you doing your thing, bro. I'm trying. I appreciate it, bro. Guys, I remember I told Merk that I was going to start my own YouTube. And I was at like, what, 5, 6, 7 subscribers. Look where I'm at now. I'm heading down the pipe and get ready to get 1,000. So thank you, Mert. I appreciate it, bro. He's a Redskins fan, guys. He loved the I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say Redskins. Washington football team fan, guys. He's a Washington football team fan. They need to get another name. That ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work. The second tech answer said, okay. Appreciate that, Matt. Matt says, what do you think of Zeke? Is he a buy low? Yes, he's a buy low, but I'm not giving up no killer for him. But if I can give up somebody or I got enough players in that position, yeah. But I'm not giving up nothing that's a killer for him. I'm not giving up no Devontae Adams for him. Nothing like that. But yeah, Zeke is a buy low candidate. It's Mitchell time in San Francisco. Everyone, Mostert is out for 8 weeks. Yes. But who knows about Trey Sermon? Trey Sermon can come and get some work sometime too, eventually. But so you go ahead and go after Mitchell if you need Mitchell. But Trey Sermon gonna get some work too. But I wouldn't let that scare me away from Mitchell, especially if I already got some RBs. But if I ain't got no RBs that's startable, I'm going after Mitchell hard. Matt L says, this is why I don't draft this guy. He's talented, but he went about 2 minutes without getting injured. I like that. That's true. That's true. He said, who starts first, Lance or Fields? Fields, I think Fields. Andy Dalton look terrible. So Fields. The second extra take says Pats defense or Browns defense. Whew, that's close. I'm going to go with Pats defense. That's just my personal preference. I'm not going to sit there and say that I'm 100% right over picking the Pats, but I'm going to go with the Pats defense. The Browns defense is good. I like Garrett, but maybe it was just them playing the Chiefs. So you can take the Browns defense, brother. They got good corners and stuff, and they got a good pass rush. I just like always taking the Pats defense. I feel like they savvy. Bill Belichick always most of the time has a good game plan. So I like the Pats. But you can take the Browns. Browns on paper look better. Matt S. I say Fields because Dalton is garbage, but who knows with the Bears? I agree 100% what you said, Matt. 100. That's what I say to that. 100. Matt L. says, what would I have to shell out for the Saints or Cardinals D? Not much. Not much. Like a guy that can maybe start in the flex sometimes. But I'm not giving out too much for him. I really don't want to. If you got to, I wouldn't trade for that defense unless I had an extra player that I didn't really need. Other than that, I just go to the waiver wire, bro. Because it's hard to trade for a defense. That's rough. Because I like the Cardinals D, but they ain't scoring 50 points every week or 30 points every week. They ain't doing that. Now they're gonna be up there with the top defenses, but they ain't gonna be the number one defense every single week. Max says, I like Cooper, but you think he got lucky on a coverage bust that game for a 50-yard touchdown. Do you think he got lucky? You talking about Cooper Kupp? If you talking about Amari, let me know if you talking about Amari Cooper or Cooper Kupp. Because Cooper Kupp, no, he didn't get lucky. But Amari Cooper on a 50-yard touchdown, he's scoring a 50-yard touchdown. No, because you just got to be talking about Cooper Kupp. I don't think he got lucky. Cooper Kupp, man, is a target machine, bro. Target machine. Rex says, just barely lost my week 1. That's okay. What's your thoughts on me picking up Gronkowski? Tanyan laid an egg for me. Tanyan laid an egg for me. There's nothing wrong with picking up Gronkowski. Pick him up. Go pick him up. Yes, you pick him up. Eliza Haith, what's going on? This is my nephew, y'all. What's going on, nephew? Glad to see you, bro. You better be doing good in school. You better be doing your homework. Merk said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know it, Merk. Appreciate you, bro. Merk says, coming to you soon. Washington Red Wolves. Hey, that probably what it's going to be. Because they need something else than the Washington football team, man. That's just football team. That's like Dallas Cowboys football team. Chicago, the football team. They need something a little bit better than that. Madell said, I'm playing both sides by handcuffing Sermon and Mitchell because they're both talented. Yes, that's how you do it. That's how you do it, because you just can't rely on Mitchell. You got to get both. So, guys, if you can get both guys without messing up the integrity of your team, do it. Great comment, Matt. I love it. Love it, bro. 100. MB, what's going on, MB? Subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. Great community, man. Glad to see you here. But he says, MB says, I have Kyle, D-Hop, Keenan Allen, Dalvin, Kareem Hunt, Mike Davis, Goddard, and Julio with the Kansas City defense. My bench is Latavius, Tony Jones, Darnell Mooney, Pittman, and James Conner. Should I grab it, RB or Cardinals DST? Get the Cardinals DST. You got Mike Davis. You need a running back. But I would still say, if you got a running back on a priority that you can get, yes, I would go ahead and get a running back. But I like that Cardinals DST. If you can get them, man. But you got Conner. Mike Davis and Conner's going to be okay, but you still might need – I still would go Cardinals DST because you do got Conner. I think you can start Conner as a flex. I really do. So I would say go get the Cardinals DST and then try to work and find your running back, because that Cardinals DST and a DST league could win you your league. I'm telling you, the Cardinals DST is nasty. Mert says, thanks for the shout out. No problem, bro. And congratulations on your success. You're definitely spinning goodish. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Rex says, do you think I should hold on to Jerry Jeudy since he's hurt, or work that waiver wire? Hold on to him and work the waiver wire. Don't drop Jeudy. Do not drop him. Now, if you hear later that his injury is more and they talking about he might be out for week 14, then you maybe can think about dropping him. But until then, do not drop him, because you got like a Michael Thomas guy coming back. Just like people got stash Michael Thomas, you can stash Jeudy. Vanderman says, thanks, TD. Been here since the last season. I know you have, bro. Love this channel and community and can always count on you to give great information and advice. Appreciate that, bro. 100. Vanderman. Cooper Kupp. Okay, yeah. So Cooper Kupp, no, man, he's a beast. Cooper Kupp, a top 12 receiver this year, bro. It wasn't luck. Top 12 receiver. Long as Matthew Stafford out there. Matt L said, what's up, Rex? Eli, what's going on, Eli? Hey, subscribe to the channel if you're new, bro. Appreciate you being here. He said, how about them Eagles? They nasty. Them Eagles is nasty, bro. I'm going to tell you one mistake. There's only one mistake as in right now that I know that I made with my teams. I wanted to go Jalen Hurts, but I got nervous. And I messed up my teams, and it could cost me a couple championships. I might come in second or third because I might not have a high-scoring quarterback because I got Tannehill. So that's neither here nor there. And I'm not giving up none of my killers to get them. But Jalen Hurts is a monster. Kenan Gainwell is another guy, guys. Yes. And I'm sorry I didn't mention him on my running backs. Guys, go pick up Kenan Gainwell. I'm so sorry about that. I didn't mention him because I got him on my team. So I'm sorry because I looked at my information and I didn't see it because he's on my team. But Kenan Gainwell, pick him up. Even though Miles Sanders playing good right now, I like him. But yeah, those Eagles going to be good. It's going to be between the Eagles and the Cowboys. Sorry, Mert. That's who's going to be between winning the NFC East. Is the Eagles and the Cowboys. I love the Eagles. I should have got Jalen Hurts. I made a mistake. But that's okay. I'm gonna work through every while. I'm gonna be okay. I got killers. I got DK, Tyreek, and Keenan Allen. I got some killers. How about them Eagles? Rex says people were underestimating Cooper Kupp. Yes, I always have. MB says Kyler. Yes, Kyler Murray. Kyler's a beast. Subscribe to the channel, bro, if you haven't already. If I've said that already, I apologize. But yeah, Kyler is a beast. What's your thoughts on Fitzpatrick injury? Got to move on from him. It's a hip. Got to move on from him. Got to go pick up Taylor Heineke or pick up somebody off the waivers. But that team's still going to be solid. I don't know about Terry, But Antonio Gibson's still going to be solid. Sean Bond says, if I'm not able to snag Mitchell at RB, should I add Ty Johnson, Cordell Patterson, or Carlos Hyde? If you can't snag Mitchell, I would say Kenneth Gainwell. Then after Kenneth Gainwell, then I would say Patterson. After that. But I would say after Mitchell, I would say Kenneth Gainwell, Sean. I should have mentioned him early. Matt S says, what about the running back situation in Baltimore? And yeah, guys, I'm only going to go for this stream for about 10 more minutes. That's about it, guys. Because I got to go. I got to get ready for tonight's game. But Matt S says, what about the running back situation in Baltimore? Who's RB1, Bell or Tyson Williams? Tyson Williams. He's the RB1. Monty Williams says, TD, Kenneth Gainwell looked good. Got him in one of my leagues. Yes, man. I told everybody Kenneth Gainwell was going to ball out. Matt L says, Rodgers should have kept his hair long. The short hair ain't doing it. Hey, you killing him, Matt. You killing him. This is real fantasy debate right here. Yes. MB says, I was thinking about that too. Dalvin Cook, Kareem Hunt, Mike Davis can hold it down, but KC defense not cutting it. Where the Cardinals can drop 10 plus. Yes. I agree. Yep. You got Dalvin. You good. You good. Go get them Cardinals defense. Rex says, yeah, the Packers screwed a bunch of fantasy owners. Yes, they did. MB says, Tyson is for week 1. Bell isn't on the roster, but Latavius is RB2. Yes. And Bell right now just on the practice squad. They can pull him up at any time. But yeah, Tyson is for week 1. Eli Hunt says, yeah, that was a nice start. That offense got a bunch of talent. Dope content. I appreciate it, bro. I subscribe. I look forward to the videos this season. Thank you. I appreciate it, Eli. Appreciate you 100, bro. Jameis or Hurts? Hurts all day. MB say, I say Gainwell or Hyde. Yep. I'm definitely going Gainwell. I love Gainwell. I should have had him, guys. I don't know why I didn't have him on my list. Because evidently I have him, but yes, Gainwell all day. Not over Elijah Mitchell, but he's top 5 this week in far as streaming. You pick him up. I like Gainwell. DA says, how should I feel about Mike Evans? Look, bro, if you're new, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you coming here, man. Great cutting edge content. But how should I feel about Mike Evans? Trade him and get you a bell cow, or hold on to him, let him boom, and then trade him. Don't play that every 2 weeks he get a boom. I'm not waiting for that. I want somebody that's gonna be consistent. Red says, what's your thoughts on Mark Ingram? He ran 26 times. He is an RB1. Is he the RB1? No. But if you need a stream running back, I will pick him up. But I'm not picking him up over some of these other guys. So Mark Ingram is okay, but he's a week-to-week running back. Some weeks I think David Johnson is going to be good. Some weeks Phillip Lynch is going to be good. This week was Mark Ingram. Wait, is Gainwell and Sanders splitting carries? Yes, they are. They splitting carries. Gainwell's getting a good workload. He had a touchdown, rushing touchdown. How about Donald, though? Sam Darnold. I like Darnold. If you need a quarterback, you can pick up Donald. I talked about him earlier. So, yes, I like Donald. Rex Captain said, I faded Mike Evans back in the draft. Yes, you had to. I faded the whole, other than Antonio Brown, I faded everybody on that offense. I got Leonard Fournette and Antonio Brown. And I tried to get Gronk if I could. The Jets back, Eli says the Jets backfield is real murky right now. I agree. I'm about to drop Ty Johnson. That 3-headed backfield is a headache. I agree. I don't want no shares. I agree. It's some good pickups out there. A bunch of wide receivers and tight ends. I agree. If I would get anybody out of there, bro, Eli, I'd get Michael Carter and stash him for a couple of weeks. That's what I would do. But you're right, bro. Great comment. I agree with you 100, Eli. Yep. He said ain't nobody getting no good targets. But he said he got a bunch of wide receivers and tight ends getting good targets. Yes. Matt answered, what's the hype about Tony Jones? I don't know. I guess if Alvin Kamara go down, I guess that's what it is. DA says, Hal Stafford as my QB1, a monster. You keep him, he can win MVP if he keep doing this. So I like Stafford. So guys, I'm gonna get to this last question. He said Jared Goff killed it in fantasy yesterday. Too bad no one played him. Yes, and nobody's gonna probably play him when he do good. They're gonna play him when he do bad, probably. Hope not, but that's what it looks like. The second says Carter, Gainwell, Mitchell, Mark Ingram ranked the 4. Okay, so I would say Mitchell, Gainwell, Mark Ingram, Carter. Mitchell, Gainwell, Mark Ingram, Carter. Again, one more time. Mitchell, Gainwell, Mark Ingram, and Carter. Yo, he said, hey, Max says, yo, Mark Ingram, Mitchell, Singletary from Buffalo. Who would you take trying to drop Sony Michel? From Buffalo, who would you take trying to? I would take Mitchell over Singletary and Mark Ingram. Yep, remember to subscribe, guys, and like, hit the thumbs up button. Appreciate it. Have a good night, Rex. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that second take. I appreciate that, bro. You too, Matt. You too. Appreciate it, guys. Y'all be safe, guys. Peace. And I got some videos dropping for y'all too tomorrow. Appreciate it.